Hello again, students. How are you today? Send me a message. Tell me, what are you doing? How are you doing? Where are you? All right? Send me a voice message. I can hear your voice. We're on lesson number 5, page 36 still. Lesson number 5, listening. And so if you look at the slide, how do these people go to work or school? Do they walk? Do they take a bus? Ride a bike? Drive? Write one guess in the chart for each person. Okay, a guess is a naksmanta ke tvoni ke chi e tao klein verkauderkarium. And so guess. You just guess. We say a wild guess. Take a wild guess. That means, what do you think? Anything. It's okay. Look, Jeremy is a young boy. How do you think he gets to school? Tina, how do you think she gets to school? And Rosie, how do you think she gets to school or to work? They don't go to school, they probably work. And Lewis, how does he get to work? All right, so look, it says, your guess. Jeremy rides a bike to school. Yeah, probably. How about Tina? And so maybe Tina takes a train. Tina takes a taxi or rides a taxi. Or Tina drives a car. These are different ways. Take a train, takes a train, drives a car, rides a bicycle, walks. Maybe they live close enough they can walk to work. Take a taxi. These are different ways of getting to work and getting to school. We call them, these are different modes of transportation. All right, and so now you're gonna listen and you're gonna read. I'm gonna let you read also, because you're gonna answer the question, how do they get to school or how do they get to work? All right. Hi, my name's Jeremy. I live in Brusselwood, which is a suburb of Chicago. I'm 10 years old and in 6th grade. My house is near the school, so I ride my bicycle to school every day. Sometimes it rains a lot where I live, so I wear a rain poncho. When I arrive at school, my shoes are usually wet during the winter months. At school, I like history and language. I'm not good at math and science. I also like to play soccer. My school has a great soccer field. During the winter, I play basketball. So this is Jeremy, and you see the picture. The picture is American basketball. We call it basketball. We play inside. And so look, you can see on your screen, where does Jeremy live? I want you to look. Where does Jeremy live? Do you see? He lives in Brusselwood, which is a suburb of Chicago. Chicago. It says CH, but it's not Chicago, it's Chicago. What grade is he in? He's in 6th grade. 6th grade. Man meant 6th grade. 6th has the TH on the end. Try it. 6th. How does he get to school? He rides a bicycle to school. When it rains, what does Jeremy wear? You see in the second paragraph? What does Jeremy wear? He wears a rain poncho. What subject does he like in school? You see it? The third paragraph, we have paragraph number 1, paragraph number 2, paragraph number 3. This is how we write paragraphs in English. Paragraph number 3, what subject does he like in school? He likes history and language. What subjects is he not good at? Do you see? He's not good at math and science. What sport does he like to play? You see it in the 3rd paragraph. What sport? He likes to play soccer. And what sport does he like to play in winter? You see it, the very last sentence. He likes to play basketball. All right, so his name is Jeremy. He lives, say, somebody itam la crew. His name is Jeremy. He lives in Brusselwood, which is a suburb of Chicago. He's 10 years old. He's in the 6th grade. He rides his bicycle to school. So mandani itam la crew. He wears a rain poncho when it rains. In school, he likes history and language. But he's not so good at math and science. He likes to play soccer and basketball. All right, so I hope that you got it. You listened, you made observations. Also, I want you to notice, look at the paragraphs. This is how we write a paragraph. Very nice, very neat and tidy. Okay, you notice paragraph number 1, paragraph number 2. Paragraph number 2 has a space before we start. Paragraph number 3 has a space before we start. All of the words are close together, but there's a space, one space between each word. And there's 2 spaces between each sentence. So pay attention to that. This is how we write sentences and paragraphs in English. Number 2, Tina. Good afternoon. My name's Tina. I work in the megacity of New York City. I work at a bank. I have to travel about 1 hour to get to work because I live in the suburbs. I use public transportation to get to and from work. I take a bus to a subway station, then take the subway to the area in which I work, then I walk a few blocks. So how does Tina get to work? What do you see? This is just one paragraph. What do you see? How does she get to work? She gets to work by public transportation. Bus, subway, walk. All right? So say this after me. Tina works in New York City. She travels about 1 hour to get to work. She takes a train, a subway, and then she walks. Okay? You see the picture? That's a picture of downtown New York City. A very big city. The largest city in the United States. Let's look at Rosie. Hi, my name's Rosie. I live in Harrisburg, Oregon. Harrisburg is a small town with only 3,000 people. It's quiet and the people are friendly. I'm a teacher at a grade school. Harrisburg is a small town, but I drive my car because it rains a lot in the winter season and I don't want to get wet. I need to look nice for my job. All right, and so how does Rosie get to work? Right there, the second paragraph, the first sentence, how does Rosie get to work? She drives a car. Okay, and so say this after me. Rosie lives in a small town. She's a teacher at a grade school. She drives her car to work because it rains a lot where she lives. And she needs to look nice for her work. Okay, number 4, Mr. Jones. Hi, my name's Mr. Jones. My name's Mr. Jones. But you can call me Lewis. I'm a scientist at a factory. My factory produces medicine, which we sell to hospitals. I live in a rural area, so I drive a truck to work every day. I also take my truck hunting during hunting season. I like my job because the medicine we make helps people. All right, so how does Mr. Jones get to work? He drives his truck. Okay, so a car is a car. I think you know what a car is, but a truck is bigger. Okay, so a car is a car, a truck is a truck. So Mr. Jones drives a truck to work. So you say this after me now. Mr. Jones is a scientist. He works in a factory that makes medicine. He lives in a rural area, so he drives his truck to work. He works in a rural area, so he drives his truck to work. But man, he drives his truck to work. He likes his job because the medicine they make helps people. He likes his job because the medicine he makes helps people. By the way, rural, I live in a rural area means he lives in the countryside where there's trees and forests. He does not live in a town. He does not live in a city. All right, and so let's just look at the next slide, because in the conversations we talked about winter. So look, there are 4 seasons in the United States. In the United States and Europe and in part of Russia and China, there are 4 seasons. And in places like Cambodia and parts of Africa, there's not 4 seasons. There's only 2 seasons, really. The rainy season, the wet season, or the hot season and dry season. But in places like the United States, North America, we call these temperate zones. Temperate zones that have 4 seasons of the world. And so winter season, winter, spring, summer, and autumn. Okay, winter, you can see it's cold in the winter, it rains or it snows, but it's cold in the winter. After winter is spring. And spring, the flowers begin to blossom and it begins to get warm. And so it's not cold like winter, but it's not hot like summer. So spring is in between. Winter is cold, summer is hot, winter is beginning to get warm, and then summer. Summer, it's beautiful, it's warm, there's flowers, people go on vacation, they have picnics, and then after summer is autumn. autumn, but sometimes we call it fall. Fall, because the leaves fall from the trees. Why? Because in autumn, it starts to get cold again. And so when it starts to get cold again, the leaves fall from the tree. So we call it fall. And so you see the colors. In winter, the skies are cloudy, it's white, it's gray. In spring, the flowers begin to bloom. It still rains, and it's starting to get warmer. In summer, the skies are blue and everything is beautiful. And in autumn or fall, they change colors. They change from the trees, especially nature changes from green to red and yellow and brown. And finally, it goes back to winter again. And so those are the 4 seasons. Okay, so that's the lesson for today, for the listening lesson. I encourage you, listen to it again. It's an important lesson. And look at the conversations and practice saying the conversations yourself. All right, see you in the next lesson.